Did you know that 1 in 10 babies born in the U.S. is born prematurely? And here in Baltimore, those numbers are even higher. We have Dr. Melinda Elliott. She is the Chief Medical Officer for Prolacta Bioscience joining us now. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thanks, Elsa. I'm really happy to be here.
I'm happy to have you here too. I did not realize that those numbers were so high and that they are higher here in our area in Baltimore. That's true, huh?
They absolutely are. I actually practice neonatology still, and I was at Sinai Hospital right here in Baltimore. At the time I did the studies that I may mention in a little bit. But yeah, we have a population in Baltimore that does deliver more prematurely than elsewhere in the country.
And so when that happens, these babies are often in NICU. What are the nutritional needs for these babies to help them get stronger?
That's a really great question, Elsa. Babies' nutritional needs, if they're born very early, and by very early, I mean 3 months or more early, weighing less than 3 or so pounds at birth, they're missing out on the whole last third of pregnancy. That's the time when the brain grows the fastest, and that's the time when the babies really start building up those nutritional stores. So here they come 3 months early, weighing only a couple pounds, and their nutritional needs are so much higher than what a full-term baby needs.
So what are the different fortifier options that are available to them and to parents for them rather? And then what is available here in our state?
Well, we're very lucky here in Maryland. So there are 2 types of fortifiers. And let me just back up for a second. Mom's milk is absolutely the best thing for that premature baby. And if I had my way, every single baby would get his or her mother's milk. Sometimes that's not possible. It's not easy to pump milk. And especially imagine delivering a baby 3 months early and you're sick and that's why your baby's here. There's so many factors that go into that. So moms need the support to pump their own milk. But then we have 2 kinds of fortifiers. No matter how well mom eats and how well she takes care of herself, she just can't simply produce the milk that has the calories and minerals in it that these tiny babies need to grow and thrive. So there's 2 kinds of fortifiers that we have to add to mom's milk. One of them is made from cow milk and one of them is made from human milk. Imagine human milk for human babies. Who would have thought?
Right. That is amazing. And so they're doing this now. And so this is available in hospitals and for mothers when they're going home with these babies, or I guess they're staying in the hospital with these babies.
Right. So if you're born like 3 months early, you're going to be in the hospital for about 3 months. And so we really get to know families when they're in the hospital and we see them every day. The thing about the Baltimore region in Maryland is that we're very fortunate here in that a number of the hospitals in the area use a human milk-based fortifier made by Prolacta Bioscience. And actually in Maryland, in Baltimore, Sinai Hospital was the first one in the state of Maryland that brought these Prolacta fortifiers on board to give every tiny baby and to give them their best start. And now we have a number of hospitals in the area that are using the human milk-based fortifiers and seeing the amazing outcomes and how much better these babies do.
I know this is a situation that many parents do not expect to find themselves in, and when they do find themselves in it, they need to find that information on how to navigate the NICU as easily and seamlessly as possible. Do you have any tips for them, any resources that they can use?
Absolutely. The first thing I just want to say right off the bat is if you do find yourself meeting someone like me, a neonatologist in the NICU, ask how they're going to feed your baby and ask what they're going to fortify your milk with. Because remember, a lot of hospitals in the area do carry Prolacta's human milk-based products. Secondly, if you go on the Prolacta Bioscience website, there's a parent section, and there's a great sort of a virtual book about what to expect in the NICU. And for me, there's a link to an app, an independently developed app called Peekaboo ICU that was developed by parents of a NICU baby for parents of NICU babies. And it's an opportunity for parents to chronicle their infant's journey in the NICU. It's free of charge, and it's a wonderful app to use.
That makes a lot of sense and very handy at a time when they need it most. Where can people get more information about Prolacta?
Again, the Prolacta Bioscience website, in addition to the parent page, there are links to all the research that's out there showing these better outcomes, such as babies getting home from 4.5 to 22 days earlier than they would if they were fed a cow milk product, or decreases in infections and decreases in intestinal problems. All that literature, the scientific literature, is available on the Prolacta Bioscience website. Parents can access it, read it, give it to their doctors.
Great. So you can learn about the product, and you can also learn about the practical steps as you are in the NICU. Thank you so much for being with us, Doctor. Really appreciate it. And we'll be right back with more Midday Maryland right after this. Stay tuned.